Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Knights will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and step down at the 21. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands, and I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ashley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll leave it with him. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Dropping back, it's Fancher. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Knights with the 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Knights will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He'll throw it. Finds the tight end. Feeds him the stiff arm, and he's running free. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Wildcats just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He's got his man. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Runs through a tackle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pulls it in. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And that decision will be questioned for a while. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give to the tailback. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. Going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Looking for a man. It's Fancher. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on the route short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, and just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
UCF 0.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Good timing on the quick out. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Making side adjustments here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Wildcats. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Gonna run it. It's Nixon. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown. And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Looking to pass. It's Fancher. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Knights moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Southern Miss put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the Eagles in some time. Heck of a showing by the boys from Hattiesburg. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Fun Belt, and that certainly held true again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wants to change this route. They try to get it outside on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. jumped on top of the pile.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
The Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Shakes off the defender. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Turning it on!
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping up the big play.
Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McGowan. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Ball. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kentucky! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ashley. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work. He stopped at the 13. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Fancher. Here comes the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. You better be aware that stiff arm's coming. He gave him the business end of it and gets it out to the 14.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. Makes a grab down the middle. Open spaces. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCF!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half. close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Now they'll run it on the toss. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. They're working that left side. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Crosses to 40. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
The play action fake. Throwing right. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
The Knights are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Trying the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On fourth down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum, help them go crazy, help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking for room, it's Nixon. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, Coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Wildcats! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Brown wants to pass. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And listen, the quarterback drops back. He's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The Knights are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Bears the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Pick off! What a play by this defense! He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's ball. Got enough for the 1st. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's ball. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle in 2 gaps, and it's really hard to rush the passer, but really nice job using his hands, getting to the quarterback. When a nose tackle gets a sack, everybody gets excited because that guy doesn't get many of those.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think...
And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Try to get it to the edge. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Kentucky going quickly. They'll try the toss to the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive gain. Still a couple plays here left, too.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It's a fake. He's looking to pass. And they're not going to pick up the first down on the fake field goal. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking for space. It's Nixon. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Fancher. Fires to the right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On third and short, the power run here. Knocked down in the backfield and now bring up fourth down. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Knights! They'll try to tack one more on their score.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's low. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Reads it, fires complete. Well, the offense did fall on that loose football, but it won't matter much as they turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Nixon. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
The offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready.
Looking for the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Fancher. Snagged out of the air. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Flips it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Buying some time. On the run, fires downfield. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
The Knights are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He'll take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's long. And the returner will be brought down. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football. And we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few first downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the first down.
On the direct snap, it's ball. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. Forced out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Snap it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. They'll move the tight end. On the direct snap, it's ball. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Might be changing the route. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Wide receiver going in motion. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. There is just nowhere to run. 3 straight times and not one single inch forward on any of them. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Kentucky.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Cincinnati pulled out a win today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Bearcat players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Mountain West is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Scanning the field, it's Fancher. Got it in the middle, it's Burke.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down. But we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Tight end getting vertical. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. They get to him as he throws. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. What a show both of these teams put on today.